This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 14th of September. I'm Michael Groff. The big concern in the short term will be the heat, an excessive heat warning in effect for the valley through Saturday night. Then temperatures gradually trend downward as we head toward the first half of next week. Moisture may be increasing during that time, ultimately leading to a chance of showers and thunderstorms over at least the southeastern third of our state. What about us here in the valley? We'll talk about that. Plus, we'll get you an update on Hurricane Florence as it makes landfall as well. Getting out there and talking about it, the almanac from yesterday. Oh boy, 106 degrees, the high in the valley after a morning low of 77. We were closer to the record high for the date than we were the normal high. Outside right now here at 6:25 a.m., we've got clear skies in the valley. We begin this day at 77 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 46, humidity 34%, winds light, barometer is rising. Temperatures around south central Arizona this morning, 69, one of the cool spots over toward Buckeye. It's in the mid-70s to low 80s for most of us. How about 73 here in Arcadia where I am? Very nice start to the day. I don't think it's in the mid and upper 80s in the Southwest Valley, by the way. I think those are outdated temperatures. Water vapor satellite view. We've got a big cool trough out here in the Pacific Northwest, ridging to our east. We are between those, and the resultant southwesterly flow will keep us dry, at least for the next couple of days. The watch warning map, red flag warnings and fire danger concerns continue out here from the Great Basin through much of the interior west. We have our excessive heat warning in effect for the valley through tomorrow evening. Flash flood watches in parts of South Texas with a tropical wave moving in there. And obviously, hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings, storm surge warnings in the Carolinas. Also a tornado watch for eastern North Carolina with the outer bands of Florence. Landfalling hurricanes, they often do spin up some tornadoes, and we've seen a few tornado warnings off and on there this morning as well. Convective outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms with those possible tornadoes continuing over eastern North Carolina, a marginal risk just west of that. All right, speaking of Florence, here's the latest update. Maximum sustained winds 90 miles per hour, still a Category 1, and bringing devastating storm surge. The eye of the hurricane right now, as we see on radars, I'm doing this update nearly 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. The eye is over Wilmington Beach and Seabreeze, North Carolina, continuing to move to the northwest around 5 or 6 miles an hour. This thing is it's barely moving, folks. This thing is going to be hanging around for a long time, and the focus, the emphasis is still going to be the damaging wind potential in the storm surge this morning and through much of at least the midday hours in the afternoon. But then the main focus turns toward the incredible rain that this is putting down, upwards of 20 to 30 inches of rain before it's all said and done. We've already seen almost a foot of rain in some spots. And speaking of rain, rainfall for the next 7 days around here, nothing in the valley or practically nothing. And 1/4 to a half inch parts of southeast Arizona as some moisture looks to make its way into the state by the middle part of next week. And we'll get into the details of that now as we explore the models. Here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Ridging off to our east, troughing over the Pacific Northwest, a dry southwesterly flow in place here. So down at the surface today, sunny skies, highs 105 to 108. Tonight, clear skies, and we're going to start to see moisture gradually ramp up. Surface moisture, humidity. Lows tonight, mid-70s to low 80s. Tomorrow, sunny and hot again. Highs 106 to 110 in the valley. A few record highs across the deserts will be challenged. On Sunday, the flow aloft is more southerly, so that humidity levels slowly creeping up. It's going to feel a little bit more sticky. Highs 103 to 106. And even though the humidity levels come up slightly, I don't think that translates to any chance of showers and storms. Too much warm air aloft. The air mass is still very stable. Same thing on Monday, highs 103 to 106, 102 to 105 on Tuesday. By Wednesday, we see troughing over the Pacific Northwest, high pressure located to our east, a more southerly flow. And now we're going to see slightly more unstable air working its way into Arizona. And this will facilitate the development of some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, at least over the eastern third of the state. Just don't think we're going to see any that get in here into the valley. Some model runs have suggested that, and we can't completely discount that. But for now, we'll keep the forecast dry. Highs a little bit cooler, 100 to 103 on both Wednesday and Thursday. Now, here's a week from today. This is Friday, the 21st of September, shortwave trough over the Pacific Northwest. southwesterly flow coming in here. Still maybe a slight chance of a shower or storm over eastern Arizona. And there is a tropical system out there west of the Baja. We'll watch that, but that does not look like it's going to be a player in our weather now, as some of the previous models had suggested it might be. We'll keep an eye, though. And the high temperatures will continue to nudge downward. Upper 90s, maybe. Just barely creeping up to the century mark, perhaps. And same thing for Saturday, the 22nd. Here's the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, the 23rd. Looks like kind of a zonal flow, a flat ridge. High temperatures around seasonal averages, and that means kind of the upper 90s to near 100. All right, let's take a look at the temperatures through the period coming off of the GFS ensemble. Looks like we are going to stay above average for the next few days, and then highs gradually creeping down into the upper 90s. And those overnight lows will be cooling off too, probably upper 60s in the cool spots and mid and upper 70s in the urban core. And that's starting to look at least a little bit more like mid to late September weather here, finally. That's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Your comments, questions, suggestions, always encouraged as well. And if you want to donate to us, support our little weather videos here, you can do so as well. My PayPal address is groffshow, Groff show at gmail.com, groffshow at gmail.com for our PayPal. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe, stay cool out there, and we'll see you on Monday morning.